Hi guys, and welcome to Off the Chains. My name is Carl, and today we're going to be testing out the Truth, EMAC Truth. Hi everyone, my name's Carl, representing Off the Chains. Today we're going to be testing out... Hey everyone, my name's Carl. Today we're going to be Hi, my name's Carl. Today we're going to be testing out the Royal Truth and comparing it. Hi everyone, my name's Carl, representing Off the Chains. Today we're testing out the Royal... I can't words. Well, I hope the truss flies like that. Far more stable than I thought it was going to be. Orbit Pure. We want to hyzer around this first tree right here. Hug it as long as you can. The less stable your disc is. The more stable your disc is, further right out you can go on this tree. I might be pushing a little too straight. Now the trust. Hit the same tree. Don't know if I could recommend that for hyzers, but especially as they get broken in. Notice both of them flipped up a little bit. Even despite that, hitting a tree high, still ended up in a good spot. Coming up on them right now. Probably a little outside circle one on both. That was terrible. We're not going to include the putts. Hole 3, Rolling Pines, 210 feet. Oh, she's much more stable. Really held that ante. Let's try the trust. Maybe throw it a little lower. So they really do hold their ante, even though they seem a bit more stable. Going with the Truth first. We have a right to left tailwind. That's acing the new basket. Definitely have a tailwind, so I'm gonna try to keep it a little more right this time. I like their flight though. That's plumb. All right, let's get a little chip shot with a trust. That thing has a very predictable fade. I think you could crush a trust. I think you can really put some meat on that. It doesn't sound crazy for this, but it almost fades out of the air like a zone. It's weird. This EMAC Truth does not do that. My Maltas don't do that. Pretty bold claim, past Carl. The trust more stable than your Malta? Come on. Let's go throw these things. They're the same disc. EMAC Truth. Let's try to keep the nose down on this trust. Wow. Might have to bag that. Might just have to bag that one. For reference, this is where we landed. There's the basket. And all the way up there at the top of that hill is where we threw from. That's certainly putting. That's certainly how you throw in a headwind. Also putting. Oh yeah, both of these are great for this hole. You can trust the trust. Well, not with putting. Not big enough. That also made it up to the shelf. I feel like I can throw the Malta and the Trust identical, whereas I have to modify my form a bit for the Truth. This may just become a Trust Malta video. We're still gonna throw the Truth, but they're not similar. I trust the Trust way more. Way more. Malta sitting pretty. Trust is perfect. Let's go get the Truth. We're not gonna include the putts. Released it a little early. Dang, you can see how stable that is. Perfect. Thinking the Trust is pretty cool. So I think the Trust is the clear winner. I enjoyed throwing your Truth. It's been a while, but I don't think you're replacing my beat up ESP Malta. And oh boy, look at the Trust. I thought in my mind it would throw just like a Truth. So I didn't know why I would throw this if I didn't like throwing a Truth already. But the more that I kept throwing it, the more I realized this is closer to your almost too stable mid-range once you've gotten it beat up. So I started saying to myself, this throws like my Malta. It breaks out of the air just like my Malta. It glides just like my Malta. But the biggest difference that I found with the Trust in the Malta is that the harder I throw this, the more turn it gets, and the later its fade happens. And I thought, based on the fade alone on like 250-foot shots, that the Malta and the Trust were the same disc. They're not the same disc at all. I believe the only thing left now is to just keep throwing the Trust.